Good morning, investors. Now I will discuss U.S. Consumer Price Index for November 2022. U.S. CPI increased by 0.1% in November 2022 versus 0.4% in October 2022 and 0.7% in November 2021 on 1-month percent change basis, indicating U.S. consumer prices increased but only modestly. Importantly, on 3 months percent change basis, U.S. CPI increased by 0.52% in November 2022 versus 0.59% in October 2022 and versus 1.6% in November 2021, indicating on 3 months percent change basis, U.S. CPI increased at slower pace. On 12 months percent change basis, U.S. CPI increased by 7.11% in November 2022 versus 7.75% in October 2022 and versus 6.81% in November 2021, indicating U.S. CPI continues to remain high on YoY basis. Looking into details category-wise, U.S. food prices increased by 0.5% in November 2022 versus 0.6% in October 2022 and versus 10.6% on YoY basis, indicating food CPI increased on month-on-month basis at slower pace, while on yearly basis it is quite high. Energy prices increased by -1.6% in November 2022 versus 1.8% in October 2022 and versus 13.1% on YoY basis, indicating energy prices decreased at faster pace in November. Core CPI increased by 0.2% in November 2022 versus 0.3% in October 2022 and versus 6% on YoY basis, indicating core CPI prices increased at slower pace on month-on-month basis while still quite high on yearly basis. Importantly, services prices increased by 0.4% in November 2022 versus 0.5% in October 2022 and versus 6.8% on YoY basis, indicating services prices increased at slightly slower pace but still quite high on yearly basis. Overall, summing up, U.S. CPI increased only modestly but quite high on 12 months percent change basis. Food prices, core CPI and services prices continue to remain elevated on year-on-year basis, and prime reason for higher consumer prices in U.S. Energy prices continue to decrease at faster pace but not helping much to tackle higher inflation. Rental services prices continue to add up in services CPI.